Consciousness and being in a low frequency are very connected. When you are in a low frequency, you are in a decreased state of consciousness. You cannot focus. You don't see things logically. It fogs the mind. The higher your consciousness is, the higher your frequency also is, because you can see more details and realize what's around them and how they are all connected. A low frequency is an emotion, fear, anxiety, hatred, frustration, and all similar ones are all low frequency states or feelings. There is a very wide range of emotions, from the super low to the super high, and we naturally move up and down that scale all the time. And what moves us up and down is our thoughts and the emotions that result from them. Remember, everything we perceive from the external world is nothing but the interpretation we give to the data our senses receive, and we interpret it all with data we have or decided how things should be based mostly on our past experiences. So it's our interpretation of things and events occurring apparently outside of us what will cause us to have a thought that in turn will trigger an emotional reaction, although it's only a mirror of what occurs inside ourselves. There is no physical external world, so causally everything that is outside of us is the result of our interpretation and of our frequency, all coming out of the state of our consciousness under the principle of higher consciousness, more awareness, and more detail. So everything outside of us is frequency within a soup of potential energy waiting for a consciousness to manipulate with its own frequency. Things, situations, and events are all a frequency. If yours matches one, then you have it. In other words, the potential energy will be given a meaning depending on the state of consciousness of an individual or person. You must leave all addictions, understand them, and see that they are of no benefit for you. No hard drugs at all. No alcohol and no smoking either. They all bring attachments and archons that speak to you as if they were your own thoughts, and will only try to lure you to more of the same, as they want more of the same experience they can only have through you. Hard drugs make a mess out of your system on multiple levels, and hard drugs also include all officially established medicine prescription drugs. Then a vegetarian diet would be more advisable in general. However, it should be the decision of each person to follow this or that diet according to their own organism and how they react with each diet. I know that the organic is more expensive, but it is what should be consumed preferably. Coming back to increasing your frequency, watch your thoughts. You must be conscious of what you are doing and what you are thinking. Observe your reactions to whatever happens in your daily life. Remember that whatever receives your attention, you will get more of. Focus only on what you want and what makes you happy, and never on what you don't want, as whatever you resist persists. You must exercise regularly to make it part of your schedule, part of your life as a constant. You can also go to places that make you feel happy and well. Nature in general will elevate your frequency. You can also be with people you know to be very positive, and so will elevate your mood and frequency. Stay away from those you know are destructive to you. those that make you feel sick, sad, or those that trigger negative feelings and unwanted reactions. This is the problem with family members, such as parents or brothers and sisters who always know how to push your buttons. Family members are the hardest to deal with when trying to keep a high frequency, as they always know how to mess with you, and apparently on Earth they also love to invalidate your self-worth as a constant in many families. But that doesn't mean you cannot be strong enough to stay in a high frequency even around negative people. I am assuming you cannot overcome the trigger as it's been with you all your life. But if you can, even better. But if you cannot overcome the triggers, don't blame yourself and move on or evade the cause of the trigger. Watch what you are focusing on in your life. Be very observant of your thought. Notice when you are having a negative one and why. Observe what you are looking at when walking outside. Are they nice things or are they negative things? Try to look at the things that make you feel good. Water, like swimming, taking a shower, walking in the rain on purpose, the seashore, a waterfall. They all will elevate your frequency because water has a very high frequency, very close to source. It will elevate your frequency very powerfully. Remember to laugh and smile. If you are not feeling so happy, but not in a severe depression, fake being happy until you are. Be very introspective. Know yourself to be able to identify what makes you happy and what doesn't. You must be able to see what's wrong in your life, or even in your day, what you don't feel so good about in one or another moment. When you have negative thoughts, don't resist them, or they will stay longer. If something messed with your frequency, you had a reaction you wished you hadn't had, just move on. Move towards whatever makes you happy. Don't worry too much. Don't get angry at yourself for having reacted in all ill way. Just move on. It's normal, and we all have those moments, 3D and 5D alike.